Howdy folks, welcome to the 3D Sapiens Road Show. Your host Dan Davis here. And once again, I've already kind of won bets or whatever. It's like confirming scientific hypotheses or gathering more empirical data that reflect the same thing. Okay, so I'm on the ridge that from behind my campsite because that's the only place I'm baiting, and I don't even like baiting. I'm calling sharing for the moment. Anyway, I shot video on that. I'm not going to talk about that. So today I wanted some exercise, so I thought I'd follow this ridge up like I did the other one back on Sunday. So again, this is, in case I forgot to say, Friday, October 18th. The stuff at the starting to call it the Christmas tree, the place where I put the buckets for us to interchange things. That was yesterday, Thursday the 17th. Okay, so when I first came up here, as in moved my site up. Let me back up here a bit. When I first moved up to this area, to the higher area where my TP tent thingy is now, stand on this rock. Nice rock for rappelling too, by the way. Look at that. Okay, so you see those tarps? I just took them off my tent because I'm about ready to put a bigger tarp over everything. That's the fun chore when I get back. But anyway, you could see there's a straight shot to the tree, well, just to the right side of my tent. And I took that the ice chest that was there, but the sitting area is right there, so glimpse and peeps they could get from right here. So when I first moved up here, I started to try to follow a trail out, and I couldn't find any game trails to follow, and I gave up because I didn't know how to read Bigfoot trails at the time. This is how learning about Bigfoot has benefited me on a practical basis. That's how scientifically predictable this has become. Okay, I tried to find game trails, and there were none, which right away was like, that was alarm bell. Why are there no game trails here? Okay, there's hunters and blah, 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 but the only hunt I've ever seen was down at Goat Meadow, and I also saw the most animals at Goat Meadow, so that theory's out the window. It's not hunters, blah, blah, blah. So, just another piece of circumstantial evidence. But anyway, so when I decided to follow this ridge out today, I decided to follow. Oh, there's Mr. Raven. We've been talking. I have no idea what we're talking about. Oh, it sounds like he called somebody else to talk to. Whoop! I don't know what they're talking about. Anyway, okay, so I couldn't find any game trails, and I just kind of ended up bushwhacking, kind of along down there. Found where there used to be a mine and whatever. But I basically had the bushwhack. I was climbing down rocks and whatever. I could find no trails. This time, having learned how to read a Bigfoot trail, I just walked right up. No problem. You have to just look for like doorways and stuff like that. It's okay, saplings. You could see those are not my steps, okay? And there have been very few people up here, and nobody recently, okay? And I don't know if you could tell in this light with this camera, but this area is pounded down, and I'm just following it. And sure enough, that's where I started to crack up. These doorways always crack me up, but I don't know where to go, you know, like wall of sapling or branches or whatever, and then boom, doorway. It's like, okay. And so I'm heading that way, and I see this big rock, and once again, just like across the way, I'm going to be a little careful here. Whoa. Oh yeah, it smells like urine. I saw a bee here, and I was like, yeah, I bet you somebody pissed here, because bees tend to hang out with somebody like me down there at my campsite. I know these things. Anyway, so I'm looking at this rock, and once again, the patina has been worn away. This looks like a... Phew. Man, it smells like pee. Well, either this is a pissing wall, or they just stink. But anyway, you can see the patina has been pretty much worn away, as compared to, say, all the moss and whatever, the rest of the rock. Okay, can you see this? Maybe little one. This could be the recliner. Oh, I could see 3 Bigfoots right here. I mean, there's this, scale comparison for you. Anyway, so once again, look, I'm not. Let's see. Okay, I have not gotten past this point. I haven't even looked past this point, but just to show you how easy it is now. Let me see if I can do this now. I just said it. I probably put my foot in my mouth. Okay, so here's the path here. I'm seeing twigs over there. They either went around that way No, I'm seeing pounded down here. They went up this way. Okay, they went up this way. And they're not using rocks as much as I thought. When you guys, professionals, when you come up here to see these trails, I'm surprised. They don't go more rock to rock, so they don't leave trails. But when they get up here, it's like they don't care. And you could see, well, you can't see the digits and whatever because it's all this duff, but you could see the area. I've seen so many. I'll shoot some later on another day. That's just, it's like, oh, that's the best one. Oh, no, and then the next, no, that's the best. And then it's just like so many, I just finally gave up. So I'll wait till I see exactly what I find around here, and then I'll do like the best of kind of footprints or whatever, because they're just all over the place. This is what I'm following up. But normally, I mean, like in this, they're not going to leave a footprint. What they do leave is a flattened out area that big. Okay, that's what you see consistently as you walk up here. Sometimes partially in the dust, you can see where twigs have been broken, like in half where something stepped. Anyway, I will never call myself a professional tracker because I never, whatever. The most I did was read a lot of Louis L'Amour, and for what it's worth, Golden West High School in Visalia, we were the first graduating class, and we were the Trailblazers, Golden West Trailblazers, whoa! And I was the president of the backpacking club. So there's a little cosmic coincidence for you. Anyway, okay, but it was 3:45, 3:45 when I checked the clock down in the car. So I've only got a couple hours of good light left, so I need to hurry because I still got a whole ridge to go up. But like I said, I just couldn't. Another doorway. It's like, I couldn't. Are you seeing this? Okay, you see all the other trees and all the other brush they cannot go through. There may be a doorway right there, actually. And there's not just one trail, there's variations of it. Maybe so they don't get too pounded down. See, these guys are smart, man. These are really, really smart people. So, I don't know. Maybe they use variations. Maybe there's somebody sitting on that rock. Let's go check that out real quick. Just kind of confirm another hypothesis, maybe. I don't know. Yeah, see? Yeah, look. Right? God bless. Talk about science, people. When I can make a prediction and then come down here and boom. Holy moly, mother of mole. Wasn't mole like a sacred chocolate drink? Anyway, I bet you there's one over here too. Well, no, maybe if he stuck his feet through there. Or little Junior maybe sat over here. Mommy and Junior, I don't know. But, so before I came up here today, I played guitar for a while, 45 minutes, an hour, because I wasn't freezing like I'm normally in that night when I want to play. So I played quite a while, and I belted out some tunes. And hopefully that attracted Mr. Bigfoot. And then I took a little break, 5 or 10 minutes. And I said, Mr. Bigfoot, I'm going up that ridge. I said, I'm taking my machete, and I pointed at the machete in the backpack. And I'm trying to use the same stuff, same equipment, pretty much, so that they get kind of habituated. They know when I'm hiking and whatever. And so far, I have not been pounded. Oh, and I woke up to this. Oh my God. Friday, October 18th. The first sound I heard this morning was thud. And I'm like, it wasn't a tree falling. It was like a rock or a big pine cone. And I'm like, okay, it's got to be a big pine cone because you can't be Bigfoot throwing a rock, right? I checked the campground for pine cones. The biggest one I found, which is from one of those trees, I'll show you down there. I use one for decoration, though. They're about the size of a pineapple. I threw it up in the air as far as I could. It came down with a that wasn't it. So I was clearing around the tent today because I'm getting ready to put up this bigger tarp, right? And I found this rock, and it was just a huge rock. And it's like, I would have found this rock. I would have used this rock. Where the hell did this rock come from? And it was only like 10 feet away from my tent. So that might have been what I heard, but I don't know. I can't say anything, but whew, wow. And I'm finding trails right around my tent that are getting more and more observable, obvious every day. It's just getting weird, folks. But he hasn't pummeled me yet. And again, like I said, I did the music, and then I gave him a warning. Said, I'm coming up the slope. Said, I'm coming up the slope several times. And so I'm, I don't know, 100 yards up the slope, and so far I'm alive. So, so far so good. But anyways, folks, the signs are everywhere. Anyway, I got to sign off and keep going because, like I said, I only have so many hours today. All right, thanks for tuning in and stay tuned.